And thank you for finding this video and taking the time to take a look at it. I'm going to go over a little bit about my background. This site really came together as a result of really unexpectedly finding myself with my position being eliminated due to some cost cutting measures. And rather than sit around, I decided to put this website together. It'll give you a little feel for who I am. The conversation here will be it's unscripted, so I just wanted you to see who I am, some of the thoughts that I have, some of the things I've been working on over the last month or so since I've been otherwise free time. So, with that, for those that don't know me, let me just give you a quick background. As I mentioned, I was the director of global sales for Vector, had a team around the world. And I've been in this space for a long time, since 1999. Back when we first started this, it was Itility, which now is Vector, and a company that is now known as Fieldglass. So those are the two long-standing companies in this VMS space. Been involved in the channel sales component of this. We had 36 total channel partners contracted in selling VMS for us last year. 28 had generated revenue, and a few were new, and we're still closing their first deal. Approximately 8 of those were in international, primarily headquartered in the UK, but had business operations internationally. So I've been over there, and it's good business. I've also been a speaker at conferences as a request of different conferences like the SI Executive Forum. And I think the fun part for me was this hackathon judge. So there's a number of HR-oriented networking groups, and they do hackathons where they invite vendors in to showcase their wares, and they have a group of judges and giving feedback. This was obviously prior to my engagement with the VMS company, but it is a lot of fun to do and gave me exposure to a number of the new VMS systems that are out there. And this is really a leading point into one of the projects that I've had over the last month that we'll talk about right now. So, as I mentioned, there's a lot of networking groups that are connected to HR tech or full-time hire, background check, the kind of things that you need for full-time hires. There are very few, although there's a couple now, that have come out to focus strictly on contract workforce. I was talking to one of our partners, one of my partners, and we decided, and actually I was thinking about doing a roundtable that was more of a press conference orientation. So 15 minutes of conversation or of text, and then follow up with question and answers. And there is tech that allows you to do that. Live streaming tech on certain platforms allows you to have interaction with the audience. So that's where this is heading. This website's been up for a couple of weeks. The events are still not there. You'll see those as upcoming. I would guess that by the time we get them scheduled and organized, it'll be the first of the year before you start seeing CWR events. If you're interested in participating, certainly open to that. Whether you want to, there's a number of ways to participate. So one of the things that we're going to do as well is to have the participants, those who want to be listed here, as references for other people that are involved in the group. So it'll be a closed group, but yet, having access to a number of people. There's 2 ways that we're going to do events. One of them is this live stream in that press conference format, Q&A format. And then the other is around doing a roundtable. There's another application that's really pretty slick that allows you to do kind of those traditional roundtable events. A topic per roundtable. You can insert yourself into one roundtable, have discussion, maybe go to another one. Whereas they always have been at events, at conferences, we can now do them virtually. And it's pretty slick. So we're going to be doing roundtables. I would guess that the live stream conference will be monthly and the roundtable will be quarterly. And this really all depends on participation, enthusiasm from the group, and how well we can market it. But this is one of the things that's coming up here very shortly. The other is, and by the way, you can get that on Contract Workforce Roundtable. The other one is My Tier Zero. This is a kind of a positioning of tech that I think will disrupt the contract labor space. Excuse me, tickle. The contract workforce space, or this is really a direct sourcing implementation into the contract labor space. I figured out how to do this in a way that is not so confusing and difficult for the clients to bring in. Direct sourcing has been done on the full-time hire for a long time. Being able to do it in the contract labor space, because of the nuance and the way that it needs to be accomplished, becomes a little more difficult. So I've decided to put this My Tier Zero up. You can look through it and see the full concept of kind of what I'm muddling through here a bit. But the net of it is, the core piece of this is that rather than relying strictly on your staffing company to message your brand, you need to be able to contact people that want to work for you directly. And this is going to do a lot of things for you. It's going to increase your brand awareness in the community. It's going to reduce the amount of time that it takes to fill the position. It's going to have a positive impact on your rates. There is some nuance, and I think we broke the code on how to do that effectively and efficiently. So that's My Tier Zero. Please take a look at the site. And if you have any questions, get a hold of me. And actually, to that point, that's really the end of this executive overview. 2 new websites, some, a little background on myself. If you want to call me, that would be great. Calendly, if you want to just reserve time, it's a great way to do it. Makes it easy to match up calendars. And then obviously my contact information and background's available on LinkedIn, as well as on this site. There's a link to my resume. So look forward to speaking with you, and thanks for the time.